Hello, everyone. I'm Sue London, and I want to welcome you to the Ask Sue London live event for tonight, for this part of the month, I should say. Now, the topic tonight is grounding techniques. Now, I want to share a topic like this because when you're not grounded, it's going to cause all kinds of problems and chaos and sickness and many challenges in your own personal life, but it also affects your pet in so many ways. So tonight, what I want to do is I'm going to, kind of explain why you would maybe get ungrounded, but also I want to share a meditation with you. I want to give you tools. I want to give you techniques. I'm going to give you journal prompts as well. And I'm going to give you a prayer of intention that you can say uh, that can help you when you're in a place where you're not grounded or you've got stuff going on. Okay. I use this for myself. Actually, it helps me when I got a lot of crazy stuff going on. So let's get started. So, grounding techniques. Now, the reason why people are not grounded is there's many reasons, and some of them are that there's high level of stress within them. So when you have a lot of stress going on, you're not going to be in the present moment. You're not going to be grounded even close. Okay, you're going to be all over the place. So if you have lots of stress, you really want to make sure that you become aware of it. And I'm going to give you some tools on how to, what to do to get yourself more grounded and present. Now, another reason, if you've got high anxiety, like if you're really stressed, even if you're stressed about, your job or lack of money or having to do something new, this all can cause you to become ungrounded. Okay. Now, another reason can be the fear of unknown. There's a lot of change happening in our world right now. And when you are in a place where you are, wondering what's going to happen next and what's happening in the world, and if you listen to the news or watch TV, like, what's happening in the world, these things for sure are going to make you ungrounded. So I really want to recommend right away, no news is allowed in our house. My husband Ross has got to go to his car and listen to it when he's driving without me in the car. And the news doesn't even happen in our house on TV. So, anyways, those are some reasons why you can become ungrounded. Um, Also, another reason is that, if you're empathic and you're feeling the energy around you, if you're being around other people that are negative, or there's, you know, you're in a place where it's not good for you and you feel that, that will also um, make you become ungrounded. Okay. So you have to be very careful who you're around and what places you go. And I can tell you that there's a big box store. I don't want to name any names, and sometimes, and I have to drive about 35 miles, 35 minutes to go to this particular place. And I can get in the parking lot and I can be like energized. I can be present. I can feel fantastic physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I get in the parking lot. I open my car door. I stand on the pavement. And because I'm empathic, I feel everything that's going on in people. And sometimes I almost feel like I could throw up because the energy is so bad. I have to get back in the car. I go back home, and then I'll say to Ross, "Okay, you have to go. You got to go to this place." And so then he'll say, okay, bad energy, right? And so, we have a knowingness between us, and we don't have to say certain things. We've been together for 23 years now. So we know each other really well. He knows my little things that happen. So I'm really lucky. But I want you to be aware of this, okay? So if you feel like you go somewhere and it just doesn't feel good, don't go. Okay. Now, what I want to do now is another reason why when you are, not grounded, it can also be if you have worthy issues, or you're not confident, if you're scared of embracing change in your life, and just not sure, a lot of fear of unknown going on. I want to take you through this meditation to start off. And this meditation will actually be, I'm fingers crossed. I feel like it's going to be in my the new portion of my membership program. I'll have a whole bunch of meditations in there, and this will be in there separate. But after this event's over, within 48 hours, I will be sending this replay out to you so you can hear this again. Now, before I start doing this meditation, I have to tell you that I was recording this for the membership program earlier. And when I do any recordings, I instill healing in that. So when I do meditations, you will experience a healing as well as you're listening to it. So I was doing this recording earlier, and our dog Buddy was listening to it. And with me doing the healing, with halfway through, he started really snoring. So fingers crossed, you're not going to hear snoring because he's right beside me at my feet now sleeping. So if you hear snoring, just know it's not me. Okay. And just stay in that moment. But I just had to share that with you because, that's just to tell you how animals are so taken by meditations. They're really powerful for them. And then with the healing I do as well, that really is helpful for them. So let's get started. Okay. So this is a meditation we're going to do right now. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to find a comfortable place where you're not going to be disturbed right now. And I want to invite you to sit down, lie down. I want you to be in a comfortable position. Okay, this is going to be about 4 minute meditation approximately. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath. Okay, you got yourself comfortable. Now take a deep breath, close your eyes. Okay, allow your body to relax and exhale. Okay, so feel the weight of your body against the surface beneath you, grounding you in the present moment. Take a moment to settle into your breathing. Okay, breathing in through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Now, with each breath, feel yourself becoming more centered and at peace. Okay, good. You're doing great. Okay, now bring your awareness to your heart center. Okay, I want you to imagine a warm, glowing light emanating from your heart. Okay, this light is the essence of your inner strength and confidence. With each breath, see the light glowing and growing brighter and more powerful and filling your entire being. Now, I want you to repeat silently to yourself, okay, the following. I am strong. Okay, again, I am strong. And one more time, I am strong. That was great. Okay, now the next affirmation I want you to say is I am capable. I am capable. I am capable. Good job. Okay, I am confident. I am confident. I am confident. Good job. Okay, I want you to visualize yourself standing tall and proud, radiating this inner light. Now see yourself overcoming obstacles with grace and ease. Now feel the power of your confidence infusing every cell of your body. Okay, so we're going to say a couple more affirmations now. I trust in my abilities. I trust in my abilities. I trust in my abilities. Good job. Okay, I embrace my unique strengths. I embrace my unique strengths. One more time. I embrace my unique strengths. Okay. I am worthy of success. I am worthy of success. I am worthy of success. Great job. Okay, so I want you to let information sink deeply into your subconscious, reinforcing your belief in yourself. Okay, I know you're an amazing soul and you could do anything that you set your mind to. Okay, so now what I want you to do is shift your focus to the vast expanse of the unknown. Imagine standing on the edge of a great open field that stretches infinitely. Infinitely. This field represents all the unknowns in your life. Instead of feeling fear or uncertainty, feel a sense of excitement and curiosity. Okay, now I want you to repeat silently to yourself, I am open to the unknown. I am open to the unknown. I am open to the unknown. Okay, great. I welcome new experiences. I welcome new experiences. I welcome new experiences. Okay, now the next one is I embrace change with courage. I embrace change with courage. I embrace change with courage. Good job. I want you to see yourself stepping into this field with confidence. Each step that you take is filled with the assurance that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Now feel the thrill of adventure and the limitless possibilities of the unknown and what it holds. Okay, now I want you to imagine a door is in front of you. You see the door there? Okay, this door represents new possibilities and opportunities. Now, notice how inviting and promising it looks. With each breath, feel your eagerness to open the door and explore what lies beyond. Okay, now I want you to repeat silently to yourself the following: I am open to new possibilities. I am open to new possibilities. I am open to new possibilities. Okay, I am ready to receive all the good that life has to offer. I am ready to receive all the good that life has to offer. I am ready to receive all the good that life has to offer. Okay, the next one, I trust in the journey ahead. I trust in the journey ahead. I trust in the journey ahead. Okay, see yourself reaching out and opening the door. As it swings open, a bright golden light pours through, illuminating your path. Step through that door with a sense of anticipation and joy, knowing that you are ready to embrace whatever comes to you next. Now take a moment to sit with the feelings of confidence and courage and openness that you cultivated. Know that these qualities are always within you and they're always ready to be accessed whenever you need them. When you're ready, begin to bring your awareness back to your physical surroundings. Okay, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and gently stretch your body. Okay, take one last deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly open your eyes. Okay, now you can carry this sense of empowerment with you throughout your day, knowing that you are strong, that you are capable, and you are ready to face the unknown and accept new possibilities with an open heart and an open mind. I'm so very proud of you. I want to remind you that you can play this meditation every day. Okay. So you're all nice and comfortable now. I had a little bit of snoring happening beside me. Buddy was starting to go to sleep. So I hope you didn't hear snoring. But that's something that, you can play. And so that's just to start off to help you become more confident and grounded. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to talk about tools, all right? Because as I was saying in the beginning, that being grounded is very important because where you are is where your pet will be. So if you're all over the place and you're stressed and full of anxiety and anger and all kinds of stuff going on, your pet's going to feel it. Your pet will have physical and emotional stuff happening. Your all just you will become unaware of what's right in front of you. You will miss opportunities and so much more. So the first tool that I want to give you, it's one that I use myself. And what you're going to do physically is you will see that you have a cord wrapped around your tailbone. Now your tailbone is also known as your root chakra. So you're going to visualize that you have this cord. Now, depending on how ungrounded, unpresent you are, is how thick you make the cord. Okay, so if you're not bad and you're doing pretty good, some people might have it the size of a shoelace. Some people might have it like one of those cords that you would wrap around something when you have to put on in your vehicle when you have to move stuff. Those cords you can put on your car. Now, when I go on stage and I go to speak, I have a lot thicker cord because what happens to me is I feel the audience. I see all the loved ones with them. I see all the pets and I see them here and I see them on the other side. And as soon as they see me, they just start talking to me, all of them at once. And I'm trying to remember what I'm about to say with all this going on. So, this is a technique that before I go on stage, I get myself really grounded and I take now my cord that's attached to my tailbone, also known as your root chakra. It's literally the size of a tree trunk. Okay, so that's how really thick I have that. So I visualize that I've got this cord, no matter what size you need, wrapped around tailbone, and it goes right down into the ground and it goes right into the middle of the earth. And when you do that visualization, it will really empower you and make you be very clearly in the present moment. And that will ground you like crazy, ground you so instantly fast. So that is my favorite one to do. So that's one you can do. Now, you can also visualize the energy going into your feet because a lot of times when you're not grounded, it's because you got so much stuff going on in your head. And what you want to do is get the energy out of your head, and then you want to visualize it going into your feet because your feet is where you're going to be grounded, right? So take it out of your head, just visualize that you've got all this stuff going on, and then visualize it into your feet, and then you'll feel better. If you have lots going on in your mind, and I can tell you this was the old me, so no judgment on you. What I would do is if I had a lot that I had to remember, I would write it down. And or if there was things that I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, or the old me that had the fear of the unknown going on, what I would do is I would visualize whatever the situation was that I wasn't sure about. I would visualize that I was taking that situation, putting it into this hot air balloon basket, and I was sending it up to heaven for God and his angels to sort it out for me. And just by doing that process was so powerful for me as well. So if that helps you, try that way too. Okay, I'm just going to kind of give you a few because you might find one might help you more than the other. Okay, so the other thing that I like to say to everyone is get yourself and your pet out in nature because nature is the most powerful way to ground yourself. You get out and you get around trees, especially if you have a forest around you, that is so incredibly healing. Now, every morning, my husband Ross and I will take Buddy and Marley. We go down to our waterfront. So I'm getting a double dose. So I'm down by the water. Water's very grounding for you. And I also am, I'm in an area where we have this 42 kilometers. So I know if you're miles, I don't know tell you the conversion, but anyways, we walk about an hour every day, and so I got the water there, and just before the water, we've got these major like 200-300-year-old trees that line this what's called the Friendship Trail in our area. And so we'll walk it, and every so often I will go up and I'll just touch the tree. And I don't know if you've ever heard of people say they hug a tree. I experienced the first time doing that when I was in Hawaii, and it was just incredible. And I also did it when I was in Vancouver, BC, where these trees in Nanaimo, they were like 300 plus year old. And you couldn't get yourself wrapped around it. But the energy from old trees is so grounding for you as well. And I know if you ever come to my stuff, it's because you're drawn to the energy and you are empathic yourself and you're on this journey of understanding energy. So hug a tree. If you've never done it before, you'll feel something from that. Okay. So getting out in nature is so great for yourself. That's where my husband and I have our morning meetings. So that's how we plan our day, and we're walking the dogs and we're getting energized, fresh air, all the energy around the trees, and it's wearing the dogs out so that we can work all together. So that's getting out in nature. Now, another area is that I want to give you this prayer. Okay. I'm just trying to think. So I'm gonna say it here. Uh, you may have to play the recording again. I haven't figured out how I'll get it to you. But if you want a copy of this separate, just let me know in an email and I can send it to you. Okay. So this, I'm going to say this, and this is something that you can, take this and like play it over this part. But this was given to me a long time ago, and it's really great to help you when you got so much stuff going on. And for me right now, I am really busy with all kinds of different things happening. So, like my hat can be, helping someone, then it's, helping a pet cross, then it's doing a talk, and then it's going on a show, then it's me interviewing, or it's, all kinds of areas. Then it's me wearing the wife hat, and then it's me wearing the mom hat as the pet mom. So this is something that it's a I guess you could call it like a prayer of intention. Okay, I'm going to read it, and then just know that if you want a copy just specifically of this, just email me and I'll send it to you. Okay? I say this every day. Okay, so just know that when you go to say this, what I want you to do is take a deep breath right now and just let your shoulders drop and take a deep breath. Okay, so take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just let your jaw drop and your shoulders drop. Okay. So I'm going to just recite it for you. Okay. So it is safe for me to trust in the universe, even if I can't see it. It is safe for me to trust myself, even if I've let myself down in the past. It is safe for me to share how I feel, even if no one understands. It is safe for me to experience limitless abundance, even if I haven't felt it before. I am present right now, in this moment, under the divine umbrella of the universe, and beautiful blessings are surrounding me, even if I am not trying. I can see the magic around me. Okay. Even as I'm saying that to you, I just feel this whoosh of energy going through me. It's just very calming. Okay, so that's the prayer of intention. Now, what I want to do, I also want to give another thing to do is journaling. Okay, so I journal every day, and a lot of you have worked with me, and I often give this homework. And I know that some of you are on the calls that I talk about, journaling in the Diamond membership, your Monday emails that I send out. So I want to give you a couple prompts here that this is something that you can do every day. Okay. Because when you journal, this also helps you to ground. Okay. So journaling is a very important part of your day. Okay. So here's a couple things for you to journal about. Okay. So, number one, what is the emotion that I feel the most these days? Okay. So the question you want to journal on, the prompt is, what is the emotion that I feel most these days? So just by taking that question, sitting in a quiet space, really going within to see where you're at. Okay. Sometimes we get so busy, we don't understand why, what brought this on, or how come this is happening? How come that's not happening? When you know the emotion that you're feeling it, that will help you to ground. That's helping you to have the connection. Okay. So, what is the emotion that I feel most these days? Okay. And then you just stand and just write. Just put all kinds of write. You don't have to make it like a chapter or an article or anything. Just write your bullet points, whatever. Just get out and be aware. Okay. Now, the next one, another journal prompt is, what am I holding on to that I must let go of? Okay. So, what am I holding on to that I must let go of? Okay. So, a lot of times when you hang on to stuff, that plays on your mind, right? And it's not letting you be grounded. So, you want to get it out. Okay. I feel stress and anxious when I think about what? Okay. I feel stressed and anxious when I think about, and what is that? Okay. Again, this is a great tool to really come to the place where you understand what's causing you the anxiety, the fear of the unknown, and the stress, everything that's taking away from you being present. Okay. This is a really important one because I see so many pets that are have high anxiety, and it's because they've absorbed their owner's stuff, their owner's energy. So these are really important. You can do this once a week, or you can do this every day if you need to, whatever your stress level is. Now, the next one is, what is the one thing I'm looking forward to happening in my life? Okay, so this is a good way to get yourself out of that and really, like, what makes you happy? What would you like to see? What are you looking forward to happening in your life? Okay, what is the one thing that I'm looking forward to happening in my life? Okay, now another thing that you can do for grounding. Now, meditation is very powerful. We did a sample of one in the beginning, just a few minutes ago, but also you can burn a candle. And burning a candle is very grounding because it's getting you very present. Okay. Even a simple thing by reading a book. I like to take Sundays, certain time during Sunday, just a couple hours, and I will read. And it doesn't have to be, learning, or it can be a fiction book. The fact that you're sitting, you're present, you're focused on what the words are on the page, that's helping you to become present. That's helping you to become grounded. Okay. These are all things, like, people think you have to always, go and do these big things, but you can become grounded sitting reading. You can become grounded if you like to do knitting or crocheting or any kind of other craft. I love to draw. I do channel drawing. I sit down. I might hold a picture of a pet, and I just start put the pencil to the paper, and I start just drawing the pet, and the pet talks to me. And so that is me grounding. It's coming through me. The energy is coming through, and I'm very focused exactly what I'm doing. So that's a grounding tool that I use as well. And I love to draw. So those are a couple more things for you. Okay. Now, the biggest thing that I want to say to you is the reason why I did this talk tonight, and I have to say it again, is if there's one thing that you can do for your pet, it is to work on yourself and to continuously check in where your energy is at. Okay? Because your energy will affect your pets. And right now, there are so many pets struggling in the world. And I just recently had one come to me that the owner thought the pet was ready to cross. And I did healing on the pet, and the pet's fine. And I've had so many cases of that recently. But what had happened is a similar story. The pet had absorbed so much stress, anxiety from the owner over time that the pet was just laying there or sluggish and just lifeless. And it had taken all the energy on from their owner. So this is where it's really important. You need to do some work, and this, our pets are our greatest teachers. You know, if probably if I didn't have my pets and know that it's really good for me to get out and walk them and me get exercise, some days I might say I was too hot or too cold, or I don't want to go in the snowstorm. Being Canadian, right across from Buffalo, New York, we get a lot of snowstorms. And so there's days where I think I don't want to go out, but I go because my pet needs it just as much as I do. So I want to encourage you to really always tap into yourself and then look where your energy is. And then if you're in a great spot, wonderful. You're going to have a great day with your pet, and um, it's good. You're going to have a healthy pet from that. Now, one of the things, just to end this part, and then I can answer some questions. Uh, One thing that we do in our house, and I tell everyone else to do this, that if you've worked with me, um, play meditation music during the day in your home. Okay, that's very calming and peaceful in your environment, as well as play a meditation when you go to sleep at night. And in our house, our two dogs sleep in our room with Ross and I. And so we're all going to sleep to a meditation. And a lot of times we're playing the 432 frequency, which is also clearing the energy. Okay, so that's really something that is really powerful. And we recently, well, it's coming up a year now, but we rescued our dog Buddy, and he was in a terrible state when we got him. He was not cared for at all. And he was only 22 months. And from 8 weeks old to 22 months, he was not cared for. He basically was on his own. A couple with Alzheimer's and dementia forgot they were given this puppy, and he just was fending for himself. He didn't know how to walk. There was many things you would take for granted that your puppies could do, but he didn't know any of this stuff. So the big thing that I had to do for him was play meditation music, because he was scared of everything, because he hadn't been socialized for the things that would be common to, other pets that would see that on a daily basis. So playing meditation at nighttime for your pet is phenomenal. And during the day, if you're able to have nice calming music playing in your space, that's so fantastic for you as well as your pet. Okay, so those are a couple more things that you can do. So I hope that what I've shared here, these are just some tools. When I do these Sue London Live events, I have a different topic every 2 weeks when we do these. And this is what I was, really guided to share with you tonight. Now, what I want to do, if anyone has any questions, I know there's a lot of people going to be listening to the replay. Anna, I see that you're here tonight. Did you want to ask any questions? I don't want to put you on the spot. If maybe if you don't come off mute, I'll think that you maybe don't. Um, you're
I
welcome to
didn't
ask.
realize I
There
didn't
you go.
realize you could hear. I didn't realize you could hear me.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I saw your name, but yeah, this is your opportunity. You can ask me anything, anything at
uh,
all. I'll even tell
no,
you my age, 61. How's that for really being open for you?
I'm the same age. It's okay.
There you go.
Uh, no, I hadn't listened before, so I just wanted to listen. And I had to set an alarm, otherwise I would have forgotten. And
Oh, there you
no,
go.
and after our talk yesterday, and
Yeah,
then I'm sure last night, whatever
yeah,
energy you were putting out,
yeah.
she was a zombie
Oh,
between 9 and 10. So I was like,
that's the
okay,
time.
those it's strong and it's coming
Yeah,
through. And so,
yeah.
but yeah,
Well,
so I'm
and are you finding effects yourself? Because I do it on you as well as Stella.
um yes, I do. But by that time of day, I
You're
do
outing.
try to be finished, right? I do try to be
Yeah,
finished and calming and relaxed before bedtime.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's great.
so yeah, and you know what? Like we joke around when we play the music and we sit around, she sits around and she falls asleep. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's really crazy, isn't it? I mean, like I was saying in the beginning, like I was, I think I was telling you before that with the membership area, with the, that there's new stuff coming. So I've been trying to record all these meditations. And so when I'm doing that, I'm instilling the healing into them. And so when I'm
Mhm.
doing that, my dogs are right beside me feeling the healing. And so I had to stop recording today after I did two meditation recordings because it hit Buddy so hard with the healing that
Oh
was coming out.
my.
And that was only 10, 15 minutes. So I thought, oh my gosh, I'm cooking my own dogs here. So, but thank you for that feedback. And
Okay.
so how is her itching? Is she better today? How's she doing?
So today, very calm. I won't say
Good.
no itching, but certainly uh 50% less itching. And I didn't give her anything today.
See, there we go. It just makes the
Yeah,
difference, right? Yeah.
it
Now,
does. And I think I'm going to take her, like we've been talking about the weather, it's hot and humid. So, uh, and I'm going to take her on a nice long walk before
nice,
bedtime. And
nice.
then she'll probably be fine the rest until tomorrow morning.
See, that's great. And then, I'll be doing the healing again between 9 and 10 tonight.
Okay, I'll
So,
make sure we are back home from our work walk.
yeah, you don't want to have to carry her, right? Well, that's fantastic. And we find for us, we do the walk first thing in the morning, but I have to be very careful with Marley because Marley likes to sniff. And like that's where they're getting the allergies in that, right? So when they're
Uh-huh.
sniffing. So, you just want to watch that too. But no, I think that you're doing great. Like I'm really proud of you for you've had to do a lot of work, like what we've talked about. And yeah, it's just my honor to,
And
help step
I
the
think also
cutie.
after our talk, just
Yeah.
had a different mindset to say,
Mm,
we're not going to use this stuff anymore. We're not going to use the medicine. We're going to keep doing the healing. And
mm,
I think sometimes, me believing it is also going to help her.
yes. Yeah, absolutely. Animals, they will feel every bit of thought, emotion, physical pain, everything. So whatever you're thinking or whatever, like if you're like, oh, I don't want to do this, well, okay, mom says there's something wrong with this. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going
Yeah.
to
So I
uh,
was like, you
put
know
it
what?
out.
I'm gonna
You know?
just see how this goes, and if it means a little in the beginning, if it means we have to entertain her a little bit more, I'll have to fit that in my schedule, and we'll entertain her a little bit more, and and whatever it takes. I was
Well,
like,
and
okay, you. And I
and,
didn't
and
really think before you said to just eliminate everything. I was
yeah,
really just holding on to, she must need this, she must need this, she must need this. Maybe she doesn't
yeah.
need this.
Yeah. And like you don't know. And like I've had people tell me that, their pets were put on stuff when they were like a tiny puppy and these dogs were like 18 years old. And I said, "Well, what's it for?" And they tell me, I don't remember.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you giving your pets this if you don't remember what it is and what it's for? It could be causing even more harm. And they're getting older, and maybe, you've wasted a lot of money as well in something that you didn't even need to have in the first place, perhaps.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud that you're talking about this because I want everyone to know like these are your babies. And
Yeah.
I want you to be part of the decision with your pet. And you have to be comfortable with what your pet's given, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be,
Yeah.
everyone listening, like you got to look at, are you happy with this decision? And if you ever feel like, I don't feel this is right, listen to your intuition. Your intuition will guide you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I,
I'm just so
and
proud of
it
you.
is true. It is
Yeah,
true because that all along I've been saying this cannot be. It shouldn't be this complicated for a dog. It cannot
no,
be the only way to go. And I
yeah,
know for many reasons things are different now. I had dogs growing up, but we always had dogs growing up.
yeah,
No, we barely went to the vet. Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
and they ate table scraps, and they had, like, there was nothing special, and they were outside all the time and running and
yeah,
playing, and what they lived to 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
So to
Yeah.
me, I'm looking at these new dog types of dogs, I'm calling them, but
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
dogs right now, and that's what's around now. I was like, why is it so
Yeah.
difficult to have a dog? It should not
Yeah.
be this difficult to have a dog. It should be
Yeah.
the
Well,
easiest thing in the world.
and I'm seeing like there's kind of a combination, like the environment is not good.
No.
There's a lot of like I don't remember when I was a kid ever knowing what a tick was. Ticks
Oh
are
yeah, but a
crazy
tick was
now,
they
right?
were big. You could see them. You picked them off, and like
Yeah.
if you picked them
Yeah.
off with
Yeah.
Vaseline, and that was it.
Right. So there was that, but the world now, the energy of people, it's the anxieties through the roof, the angers through the roof.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
then these pets are some of them, these poor pets are in the situations where they're getting the brunt of abuse from the frustration of these owners. They're taking it out on these poor pets. Then
Hmm.
things are happening to these pets, then they get rehomed, and then people have to kind of help these animals heal and mend and
Hmm.
heal. So like there's that for them. And then there's people that I don't have anything wrong with me. What do you mean? It's everybody else's problem, right?
Hmm.
Where we all are given a pet for a reason. And every pet, I will be the first to say, every pet I've had has been a great teacher for me. And that's where
Hmm.
people shift and go, hey, what is my pet trying to teach me here? And is it to slow down? Is it to have patience? Is it to become empowered? Is it like I got to get off the couch and go and exercise and walk them?
Hmm.
You know,
Right,
so
keeping you outside, keeping you moving.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I'm really grateful, Anna, for you sharing all this for others to hear. So it just doesn't
Hmm.
come from me as well because you've done amazing, amazing work since we first talked. Gosh, and that's only been what? When was the first time we talked? It was like what,
A
three
couple of
weeks
weeks
ago?
ago. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was in
And
June.
was it June? See, I'm still
It's only
writing June. I can't even
I know.
take it in my head. It's July. I feel like we just had Christmas. I'm just shoveling snow. But yeah, so I mean, guys, like Anna's here on this call for a reason for you to hear that if your pet's in a troubled state, listen, she's telling you what she's done. She's worked on herself. She did some changes for her pet. We worked together to help her pet. She's having, her dog Stella's getting healings from me through the Diamond membership, and that's 5 days a week. And so if you're in a state, if you're watching this and your pet's in a state and you're not sure what to do, the vet bills are so expensive now.
it,
I had last year we had a dog die, had to help Gussie through that. Marley got sick from raccoon pee. This is really bad in our area, Anna, when we're talking about the environment.
mhm,
The raccoons in our area are losing their homes, and so they're coming
mm,
into properties, and the raccoon pee is killing all of the outdoor animals. Like horses are dropping dead after eating, and they couldn't figure out for the longest time because they're eating, because the raccoons are peeing on the hay, right? Or the hay
mhm.
straw. I'm a real farm person here, and but um and so our boy Gussie crossed over from kidney failure from raccoon pee, and you don't see it until it's too late. And so between his vet bill and helping him cross and that, and then getting Buddy, and we had to have extensive like stuff done on him because there was no history on his health and he wasn't given anything, and we wanted to know what he was eating and how his health was with being just left as a puppy for 22 months. So it cost us in a month and a half period. So 6 weeks, it cost us $10,000.
Oh,
And that's with
absolutely.
pain
Hmm.
killer. So, I mean, just to show you, like some people out there are paying an awful lot more than that. And that was just because these were things that we had to have done. But if you have an
Hmm.
emergency, I know people are
Oh, right.
telling me
In an
like,
emergency, forget it.
yeah, exactly, right? So just know if you're listening there,
Stella, when she was younger,
yeah,
I did. She went outside. She was choking on something. I didn't know what it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
So I get, I had to go to the emergency room. It was like
uh-huh,
10 o'clock at night. Had to go to the emergency room. And
uh-huh,
thank goodness it whatever it was she must have swallowed. What that didn't matter because it still was $1,800 for them to
Yeah,
look at her. I was like,
yeah,
you
I
gotta be
yeah,
kidding
I don't
me.
remember I remember being a kid not having prices like that, you know?
No
But,
way.
yeah, so,
Like I
if
said, we didn't take
yeah,
you took the dog to the vet when you
yeah,
first got them, and then
yeah,
when you had to put them down. There was
yeah,
nothing else in between.
right, yeah. So now
There were not
everyone
all of
listen.
these vaccinations. There weren't all of these things.
Yeah,
And and,
right?
and food, the food was whatever we ate, they ate, and it was that simple.
That's right. Exactly. And, so I want to encourage everyone listening that I want you to look at yourself. I want to know because you're a part of your pet's health. I don't say that in judgment. I don't say that to be mean to you. I just say
No,
that
we're
your pet will absorb your stuff,
yeah,
right? And
and
Anna,
they rely
yeah,
on us. They rely on us
that's
whether
right.
we know it or realize it or not. They're relying
Yeah.
on us.
Right. So, you know what? If you have a pet, please, 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 listen. You've heard, I didn't tell Anna to tell you this stuff tonight. And
No,
it was just, right. This was just really great
yeah.
that you were here tonight. And, anyone listening to the replay, just know that if your pet is sick, I want to encourage you, your choice, but I want you to know I am an option for you, that I have purposely been guided from the other side, many pets on their side, to set up a membership program specifically to help your pet and you heal. So if you want more details about that, you can go to my website, asksuelondon.com, and you'll see there's at the top a membership button. So for $99 a month, your pet, you and all your pets in your house will get 5 healings a week. That's Monday to Friday. And I can tell you from 9 o'clock until 10, around from between 9 and 10, that's when you will experience the healings. And like Anna says, your pet can often just like lay down and go to sleep and have a good sleep. And if my dog snores, buddy, so um, that you don't look at that as an option. We have a lot of miracle stories happening, from these healings that are happening. But if you're interested, reach out to me, and if you've got questions more about all of this, we can certainly set up a 15-minute complimentary call for you. So Anna, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate you, and I'm so happy to hear about Stella. With
Thanks.
the allergies, with the environment, it's basically we want to keep our pets comfortable, and the itching that's going on, it's environmental. I know we've got one dog, our little Marley. We came out where we live now, never had any problems with him. And then we come out here, and the first trip we had to the vet was, oh, welcome to the area that, Niagara, Ontario, Canada is known for the worst for ticks and allergies. And I thought, oh my gosh, we didn't know about this before we came. And that's when Marley was super, super scratching. And, I did not want to see my dog on steroids. I did not want him going through all of that. And there are some days I'm really blessed that I can do this, that I can do healings on him 3, 4 times a day. So, if you're wanting to be able to, become empowered to do healing on your own pet, that is something where you can learn how to do pet Reiki training from me. So, if you're listening and I can help you, let me know. Now, I see that Rika is here. Rika, did you want to come on and ask me any questions or have anything to share? I apologize if I'm calling you on the spot. I know you just came on here. Maybe she's going to be shy. Yeah. Okay. Well, Rika, I'm glad that you've come. So, guys, that has wrapped it up. So, I want to encourage you to connect with me. My website is asksuelondon.com. And if there's anything that I can do to help you with your pet, if you're watching this and if you want to have this um, prayer intention meditation that I shared, I'm more than welcome to share it. I'm being guided one more time. I'm gonna read it again one more time, okay? And if this is something that you want, just know, or you can just go to the end of this recording that will be out in 48 hours. Okay. So let me share it one more time. Okay. So this is what I want to encourage each of you to be saying every day. Okay. This will help you to become a grounded and get rid of the stress and anxiety that you might be experiencing. Okay. So I want you to take a deep breath, unclench your jaws, and drop your shoulders. Okay. And here's the following that you will repeat every day. Again, remember, if you want a copy of this, just email me, say, give me a copy of the prayer intention. Okay, so it is safe for me to trust in the universe, even if I can't see it. It is safe for me to trust myself, even if I've let myself down in the past. It is safe for me to share how I feel, even if no one understands. It is safe for me to experience limitless abundance, even if I haven't felt it before. I am present right now in this moment under the divine umbrella of the universe, and beautiful blessings are surrounding me, even if I am not trying. I can see magic all around me. Okay, so I hope that that there is going to just remind you that when you get stressed, we talked about a lot of tools here, a lot of techniques. We've got this meditation that we did very first beginning of the recording, and then I gave you this prayer attention. Did this now, and I did it earlier. And I can tell you, like I said this to you before, even as I was saying this to you, I just felt this whoosh of energy come right through me. So it's very powerful. And so, again, if you want a copy, just send me an email and I will send that. Because what you're going to do is you're going to read this to yourself anytime you're getting stressed, anytime that you feel like you need extra support, or you're not grounded, or you're confused on what you have to do next in your day, all these kind of reasons, then you would just sit down, stop what you're doing, read those few words, and that will help to ground you. And ultimately, it's going to help your pets become grounded too. So I see Rika's face now. Rika, did you want to ask me any question? There you go. You can talk. Hi, my dear.
Hi, sorry, my phone I was on my phone and I don't know why my setting was off, so I wasn't able to like unmute myself.
That's
Um,
okay. That's okay. We're happy to have you on the call. So
yeah, I'm so
do you
sorry.
have ask me a question?
Yeah, I just caught it at the very I totally forgot about this event, so I just like saw the email again and then saw this link. So I am so sorry I'm like catching the very tail end of it.
It's
Um,
okay, because what will happen, I was saying in the beginning and just a couple minutes ago, is that I am going to in 48 hours. I say
mhm.
48 hours because I like to do a bit of editing on it, and then I will send it out. And then because there was tools in the beginning, there's different things, and I know that that will help you along your healing journey as our little future pet healer in Hawaii. Now that I'm telling the world, I'm already promoting you. See, we'll get you in Hawaii, but I'm really helping Rika get going because we're going to go stay with her. I have to keep reminding her of that. Ross and I've already decided we're going to come and stay with her when she starts doing all the healings in
No,
on
yes,
the pet.
please.
There you go.
Question in regarding to like anything or
Yeah, anything at all. Yeah, this is
um
this is your time. It doesn't have to be. It can be personal. It can be business. It can be about your pet. Anything you want to ask me.
okay, so first thing, yes, it's so funny that in your email you mentioned like if your pet is like itchier than usual because my Pomeranian, she was definitely like itchy and then I
Yeah.
thought it was because, first I thought a lot of it had to do with like me changing her food to another protein cuz she apparently is really sensitive to many types of protein. So then I was like, okay, like maybe that's it. But then, even though I changed it back to what it was before, it did get better, but she is still itching a little bit more than usual. So,
So
yeah.
Oh, so I was gonna say, so this week is really, really bad for pet scratching. Like
Mm.
I am getting a lot of calls about it. And I found even for myself, I had to do outdoor recording with some video stuff. And I was out there for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour at the very most. I came in, I was coughing. So the energy, it's the environment's not good outside. The heat will affect the pets.
Mm,
I don't know, check your packaging. Is there peas in the food? Because I can tell you that Marley is highly allergic and sensitive to peas.
to
Like
pee.
there's like peas. And I know that our other dog was allergic to grain. Like grains would cause itching. So
Mm,
beware. I mean, you know how to muscle test, right? Remember how we talked about the
yeah.
muscle, right? And I'll just tell everyone quickly, to muscle test, you take your fingers like this. I should get you showing everyone. You're so good with this now. You take your finger like this, okay? You make it like the big okay. Take your other fingers, put them through, and then you say, show me yes. And when you say, show me yes, see how it's so strong? Like it's really, like my hands are shaking. So if you want to know, say, um, is something good for me or for my pet, you would hold it and then you'd say, is this food good for my pet? And before that, you've checked. So show me yes means that it would be very strong. You can't separate it. And if you say show me no, it'll be very weak.
Mhm.
Okay. So the best way, if you've never done this before, is to uh, grab a bag of sugar. I always say sugar, or if you don't have sugar, grab a can of pop. Coca-Cola. I'm sorry, Coca-Cola company. I have always found that it's your Coke is good for me using this example. Your product is good for that. No legal issues over this, please. I just want everyone to know that Coke, can of Coke or sugar, you can do that, okay? Or if you don't have this in your house, go to the grocery store and just hold it in your hand. So you're holding it in your hand and then you say, okay, is this sugar good for me? It should be really falling apart. It should be really weak. Okay. And so, Rika, you could do this with the food and first read
Mhm.
the label, the peas or grain, because that could cause a problem. But I feel like what's happening right now, it's the environment. And like you've got the diamond membership, and I'm doing like extra healing on all the pets this week as well,
Mm,
because there's so many pets that are having a hard time with this week. So,
yeah.
and you have got your level one Reiki now. So,
Yeah.
you're doing your healing as well every day on her too, right?
Yeah, but it is sometimes
Yeah.
hard to get to all 4 pets because I have 4. And then, like, I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
been focusing more on the older ones, my cats,
yeah,
because they have more
yeah,
issues. So, yeah, I need to
yeah,
focus on the Pomeranian too, even though she's the
yeah,
youngest, she's been itching a lot. So, um,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
and
so
keep in mind too, Rika, that you can have two hands going. So I don't know if I told you this story. So
oh,
so you can have one hand on one pet, you can have another hand on cuddling and be on the other pet. And if there was another one at your feet, you could have your feet on them as well. Because the healing is going to come out of your hands, it's going to come out of your feet.
yeah. Okay, that's good to know because I feel like I've been just, like, focusing on one. I'm like, "Oh, they need all my attention."
Yeah. Yeah. And like when you do your next level, that's distant two, like level
Yeah.
two, that you learn to do it at a distance. So you literally work on them all within a short period, which
Yes.
it's a lot stronger in that. We can talk about that after.
Okay.
So yeah, no, that's good. So it's but I feel like you need to check that label if there's peas in it, because that will
Okay, I
cause a problem. Yeah.
got it.
Sound good?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So do you have any other questions you want to ask?
Oh,
Was
I
there
mean, it's more like private questions, so is it
Okay.
yeah.
Well, how about we'll wrap up the show and then
Yeah.
you stay here and then we can talk after. Okay? So
Oh,
you stay
okay.
right there. Okay? So
Sounds
everyone who's watching this, I want to thank you for joining us. And I hope that something that I've said tonight is going to help you and help your pets. And again, if there's anything that I can help you with, you can go to my website, asksuelondon.com. If you are needing help for yourself or your pets, please check out my membership program on asksulondon.com. Top there, you'll see membership. And the most popular is the diamond membership, where your pet and yourself, all your pets as well as yourself, will get 5 healings during the week, which we've been talking about tonight. That's Monday to Friday. And as Anna told you, from 9 till 10, that's where her pet really has a nice nap, because she just gets so comfortable with all the healing she gets. So I want to thank you for joining me, and I want to wish you much love. and many blessings. Oh, and I want to remind you that the next event is on the 23rd. So that's 2 weeks from tonight. We're going to talk about your blocks and how you're preventing it's stopping you from manifesting. Okay, so join us for that. Register and sign up. And just know after the talk, every time I do these events, you are always able to, in advance, send me a picture of your pet. If you want a mini session, like you ask me one question, I will answer that on the live call, and then it gets recorded, and the replay gets sent out within a 48 hour period. Okay, so thanks for joining me, everyone, and I will see you real soon.